today's video, I am going to be talking about why the 5-out basketball offense is so popular. Really quickly, if you want the 5-out offense and a couple of different options inside of it, make sure, actually all of the different options inside of it, make sure to go check out the complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below so that you can run it with your team. Now let's get down and let's check out why the 5-out is so popular with almost every coach. So first off, you are in a 5-out, which means that you have 5 players outside of the perimeter. There is nobody inside of the perimeter. However, this doesn't mean that this is a 3-point only offense. You are trying to spread the defense out so that you have a lot of opportunities to be able to get the ball into the key so that you can score or have open 3-point shots. So the reason why this works even against zone defenses is because let's say player 1 was to drive. This is going to collapse multiple defenses or defenders, which then can open up a lot of opportunities to kick the ball out and then swing. And then you can attack again. This would be a very simple drive, kick, swing offense. But that's not it. That's not all. There is a lot of different ideas and reasons why you would want to run the 5-out. Not just the fact that you are spreading the defense out, this works against man and zone defenses, but this is going to be able to teach all of your players every position on the basketball court. There is not one player who is only playing center and not one player who is only playing point guard. You are playing essentially every position at all times. This is going to allow you and your team to develop positionless basketball players. This is why Europe has been really exploding with talent because they try and teach positionless basketball. The reason being is because let's say you've got a 6-foot grade 7 kid. He's not maybe growing past 6'3". So if you're only teaching him center skills and you're only sticking him in the low post, he will never, or at least take forever, to develop any kind of perimeter skills. Which means that once he gets into grade 11, he might be finished playing basketball and yet he had these dreams of going to the NBA. So by playing every position on the perimeter, you are going to be much more successful as a basketball coach because you are going to allow your players to be able to play every position. So for example, if you could even run a play, for example, like this, where you have player 1 who is passing to player 5, and then player 1 cuts to the basket, player 5 could pass to player 2, and then player 2 passes the ball back to player 1. Now player 1 is in the low post. We started in a 5-out, we have our post player, but now because the post player gets that ball, he may not be scoring in the post, or he may have the advantage on his defender, one or the other. He may be able to score. But one of the plays you could run is having the weak side wing cut first, because if his man is no longer looking at him and he's looking at the ball, player 4 might be open for the pass. Now we're teaching how to pass out of the low post. Player 3 lifts, player 4 fills out, and now you have the strong side wing cut. He may be open for a pass. Who knows? If he is, hit him up. If not, he is going to fill out. Player 4 is going to fill up. Player 3 is going to rotate all the way to this wing. And now we are going to be having the opportunity to now kick that ball out. Player 4 is going to then fill the point. We're going to have the pass over here. We could even set a down screen for player 1, who could then pop out. This could be a rotation over. Player 5 could back screen. Now this is just a senior or very old, maybe senior high school level play. But now you are still running a 5-out. If player 4 is not open, he could fill out. Or instead of running, let's say we're back here where we were, we could have player 5 fill out. 4 passes the ball over here. Player 4 cuts, and we're running the exact same play as we ran before, where now we have the weak side cut and fill, and he lifts. If he's open, you could pass him the ball. If not, player 1 on the strong side, this could be a layup, and then everyone fills over and fills out. You could run a play like this. This is a fantastic option where now we have ran the 5-out, and still getting our paint touch. See, one of the things that makes the 5-out very successful is paint touches, getting that ball into the paint as much as we can and as fast as we can, and then kicking it out. Because now you are collapsing the defense, spreading the defense out, collapsing the defense, spreading the defense out, swinging the ball, rotating the defense. This is what makes defenses confused, especially if they don't talk at the younger age groups. You can get a lot of baskets off of the 5-out. Some of the tips that I can give you with the 5-out is make sure that everyone is spread out. One of the most biggest pet peeves that I have is you have one player who just doesn't believe, or maybe his dad is or yelling at him to get into the post because he's a tall kid. I've had that quite a few times because I run the 5-out, and I've had times in the past where the father is just like, I want my son to play in the low post. He's going to be tall. And yet he's the tallest on the team, but his father is like 5'10", and his mom's like 5'6", but he just grew early, and he's 6 feet tall in grade 7, and they want him in the high post or in the low post. And they're like, I want my kid in the post. And I'm like, well, your kid is probably finished growing because he's 6 feet tall. He's taller than both of you. And even if he wasn't, let's say he was going to grow to 6'9". Let's say he's 6'9". He still needs to be able to dribble the ball. He still needs to be able to pass. He still needs to be able to shoot. He still needs the perimeter game in today's game. Today's game is not like the old days where you could have a 6'9" guy sit in a low post forever and score. That game is over. So now everyone needs to learn every position. So a 5-out offense will allow you to do that. Which is why I initially developed this play, just so that I could get some post baskets. I then eventually ran it at the senior high school level, and these weak side cuts would get you 2 or 3 lobs and lob dunks a game. It was absolutely fantastic. But these are some of the most major reasons why coaches are running the 5-out offense today. I hope that this video has helped you. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. And also make sure to go check out my complete guide to coaching youth basketball. That is also down in the description below as well. I'll see you guys again in my next video.